Today's podcast is sponsored by NutriSense. That was the sound of the NutriSense biosensor that I've been wearing. With NutriSense, I've learned some very interesting things about how my food and drink choices affect my body, but also how stress, sleep, and exercise play a big role in my health. I have learned how foods that I eat, even things that I thought were okay and good for me, affect my glucose levels, which then in turn affect my sleep, my energy levels, my focus. It's kind of amazing when you are able to take all of this information that you're gathering and see a bigger picture. So, to start decoding your body's messages and pave the way for a healthier life, visit nutrisense.com/reps and get $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. When they ask how you learned about NutriSense, make sure you tell them it was Between the Reps podcast. That's nutrisense.com/reps for $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. We all know fall brings with it a certain magic, but it also brings the challenge of dry, dull skin. OneSkin has the must-have skincare that'll make you say goodbye to those cold weather blues and hello to skin that's hydrated, healthy, and glowing all year round, thanks to their revolutionary OS1 peptide. This proprietary peptide is scientifically proven to reduce aged, also called senescent cells, a central source of skin aging. Their scientists have shown that it can actually reverse the biological age of skin in their groundbreaking lab research. Healthier, more youthful skin doesn't just look great, which we all want, obviously, but it's good for your overall wellness too. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin feels and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code REPS at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with the code REPS. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin.
This is strange. This is even weirder than doing it to each other on Zoom.
I know.
Isn't it? Just sitting next to each other and doing it, staring at ourselves. Hey,
we can look at each other. You guys, if you're listening to this and you're confused, so are we.
Same.
Me and Jeanna are together.
Yay!
So what we're talking about is we're Zooming for our video, but we're just sitting next to each other.
Staring at ourselves. I feel like I should ask myself a question.
You could.
Yeah. Jeanna, how do you look so good in the morning?
Man. Yeah, Jeanna, how do you do it? How do you do it?
I just try to sleep. I don't move during the night. And so I just wake up looking like this.
Yeah. You should have
Amazing.
seen her. Look exactly like that.
Anyway, hey guys, welcome to Between the Reps with Brooke and Jeanna. Yeah. We are back together. Very exciting. Is that a vibrator? What's in that? Is it? We have Brooke's computer on a clear tote, and it looks like a vibrator sitting there.
A big one.
Yeah.
No, that's my water flosser.
Oh, do you ever use that
as a vibrator?
No. Oh.
No.
Something to think about.
I have used it. It's because it's from when I moved.
Oh.
Yeah, that's really funny. It just stops everything. Is that a vibrator?
That's what it looked like.
No, but
kind of. All right, guys. So we are here. I think this is going to come out the week of Christmas. But first of all, we hope you all are getting your shopping done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're right. It is weird.
I know.
This video's weird.
I
Okay,
know.
sorry guys, if you're watching this, we're probably gonna be a little weird today because it feels really weird.
And we got to make it a quick one.
Yeah,
We always say that, but you can really see my bent finger.
Your nails look really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the week of Christmas.
It's the week of Christmas. Full of holiday cheer, children crying.
So much crying.
Families fighting. It's a beautiful time.
Yesterday, I mean, it's the holidays and like I'm home, but also they're just my house here, my parents' house. It's kind of like it's the central hub of the entire family. Yes, it's the hub, and we all come together here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the youngest of all my siblings, and
then they all have kids.
I'm the only one that doesn't have kids.
And then you have a cousin that's
she's like a sister
that also has a small child.
Yes. 3 to be exact.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, 3.
The small one.
So there's a lot of kids. And yesterday, we worked out. We worked out with my sister, and there were a lot of children here in like around like 1:30.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. I was on a phone call and it was a lot of commotion outside of I wasn't doing it in my mom's room. And my mom walks in. First, my dad comes in. I'm on the phone and he just grabs his boots and leaves. And then my mom comes in right after and she just says, "Did dad come in here?" And I go, I'm on the phone. So like I mimic the fact that he came in and he put his boots on and left. And then she just looks at me and says, she goes, "It's a lot out there."
It was a lot. I was out there the whole time.
Yeah, and I could hear it.
Yeah.
And I went out and there was just lots of kids and babies and
it's not even just that. There's a lot of dogs.
And dogs. So
lots of dogs.
Siblings all brought their dogs. And then we had our dogs and all the kids. And then at one point I'm standing in the kitchen and we're starting to eat dinner. And I just said, my dad's standing by the fire and I go, I thought I wanted to have a baby, maybe, potentially. And then after today, changed my mind. Just gonna announce that to the whole house.
Well, you haven't actually been wanting a baby for a while. Like you were just recently thinking, I might change my mind and have a baby.
Yeah. Pretty recently.
Yes.
Like within the last few months.
Because anybody who's been listening to this knows that you haven't actually been wanting a baby.
Yes. The last few months.
Yes.
I've, thought to myself like, maybe. I mean, I'm not going to say no.
Right.
What's this doing? Yeah. And I told all the kids, up until that moment, I thought, yeah, why not?
Sorry, I got a fuzz in my eye.
And then I thought, nah.
Well, I'll tell you.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of commotion. And it was just a reminder of like, okay, when one of those are yours, you can't just leave it and leave the house when it's too much.
Yeah, no, you can't. And it was funny because your mom, Brooke's mom, has an entire wrapping station up here.
Oh, yes.
I mean, it looks like a store. And so all the kids are coming over to wrap all their gifts. So the moms were upstairs and all the kids and the dogs were running rampant downstairs. And at one point, your dad just looked at me and he went, "You can go in the office if you need to." I was like, "I'm good.
You can go take a break in the office."
Yeah, I'm good. So Brooke's little nephew, Jax, is absolutely hilarious. And
oh my gosh.
He says the funniest things. So he doesn't really understand like personal space.
Yeah,
so he talks to you like this far away.
Like right to your face.
Wants your full attention. So he's talking to me and he brought me this
reference. He's 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's 18.
Doesn't know any personal space.
Yeah. But he comes up to me and he brings me this flyer out of the newspaper and he goes, "Jeanna, do you like Legos?" And I said, yeah, I like Legos. And he goes, "Yeah, I can't put them together because I'm 5. And I said, "Yeah, I mean that, that makes sense." And he goes, "Yeah, and my dad wants me to wipe my own butt." I was like, "Oh, I mean, I would probably want you to wipe your own butt too." So, and I go, "You don't wipe your own butt?" He goes, "No." It's like, wow, I kind of want, but one day I'm going to have somebody that's going to be wiping my butt. She might be sitting to the right of me here.
I'm just going to lean her over, grab a hose and spray her butt
That's
off.
so mean. It's better not do that.
And then I'll wipe
I want
it.
a very nice, gentle wipe.
I'll wet you down first.
Okay.
I'll wet you down and then I'll
I very lovingly wipe my ass crack. I appreciate that. But yeah.
What else did he say? I come into the living room. It's like a lot of Christmas cheer, a lot of Christmas cheer going on. Lots of kids.
A lot of noise.
A lot of kids not caring about a naughty list.
No. Oh, another funny thing. Yes.
Yeah. You can even.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, so we're on the couch. Well, Gina's on the couch. I walk in. Jax is crawling all over her. And they're having like this adult conversation. And Gina just goes, he's leaning there and he's.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He goes, I just see him say to her, he goes, I just hear the word buttercup. And so I'm like, I get closer. and then Gina's like, what? And he goes, I'm going to give you a buttercup. And Gina's
and we had been playing Thumb War.
Yeah.
We've been playing all these different games. So I think it's like.
It was a funny game.
It's funny. Yeah.
So I come over and I look at Gina and I go, do you know what a buttercup is?
Well, because I said to him, I go, a buttercup?
A buttercup?
Like, I thought,
like
or maybe it's like a candy or something.
And as I'm asking her this, he's got his right hand reaching back towards his butt.
Yeah.
and Gina immediately, like, I say, do you know what a buttercup is? With a little bit of like concern, like in my face. And she just stops and realizes what he's doing. And she goes, oh no, I don't want a buttercup. I don't want a buttercup. For those of you that don't know what a buttercup is, or a cup of cheese.
Yeah, that's what we used to call it.
Yes.
And I remember as soon as you said, do you know what a buttercup is? I was like, oh wait, I do remember what you've told me this is.
Which is a cup of cheese,
yes.
Which is
It totally makes sense.
It is when you fart in your hand and you cup it, and then you
put it over someone's face.
Put it in someone's face, and I would be interested in knowing.
Childhood
I'd be interested in knowing if any of you also were buttercupped growing up, because I'm the youngest of 4, and my oldest is my brother, and it was a regular occurrence for me.
I feel like it would cause brain damage.
It may have. Oh, what's wrong with Brooke? Oh,
too many buttercups. Too many buttercups. That one. She was the youngest. She got it the most.
Ay.
Real bad at math.
Incredibly strong sniffer, though.
Yes. Yeah. Really, really fine-tuned those skills.
Yeah. Another funny thing that Jack said. We were upstairs. I was upstairs.
This episode is called Funny Things That Jack Said.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I should have my mom come up here. There's so many funny things that he says. I was sitting on the stairs. I was going through my email and I was reading something, and everyone's kind of migrated downstairs, but Jax is still upstairs with me on the stairs, and he is talking, and they never stop. And I'm trying, he's talking so much, I keep rereading the same line because I can't help but I guess
distracted.
Finally, he goes, he wants to show me something. And I'm like, hang on, I'm reading something. And he's right behind me. And then he just sits down next to me and he looks at me and he goes, hey, it's just you and me.
It's just you and me, kid.
It's just you and me.
He is a funny kid.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
Kids are a lot.
He also likes to ask you if you have any plans.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any plans later? What? Yeah. Did you want to do something? Did you want to make plans? My little nephew just want to make plans with people.
Yeah. He's a cutie.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it's been a little crazy here.
Yeah, but speaking of naughty and nice lists.
Oh yeah.
We were recording ads, and here at the house I end up going 2 places. One, down in my parents' closet, tucked behind some of my mom's clothes. Because for
it's like a sound room,
Yeah, sound room.
Yeah.
Or into the other bedroom where my niece usually stays, has a bunch of her stuff, and we're in her closet in there. It's like a walk-in closet, and it's got a bunch of stuff in there. So I was like, Gina, we're going to go in here and we'll shut the door. And I go in, she's sitting on the floor, and she's found a piece of paper that is a naughty and nice list. And there were a lot of tallies on the naughty side.
A lot of tallies. There was 4 or 5 on the nice, and maybe 12 the naughty side.
Like who's been
Like someone's been real naughty in here.
someone's been taking just dishing out naughty
Dishing out
towels.
naughties.
Today's podcast is sponsored by NutriSense. That was the sound of the NutriSense biosensor that I've been wearing. With NutriSense, I've learned some very interesting things about how my food and drink choices affect my body, but also how stress, sleep, and exercise play a big role in my health. It wasn't until I started wearing my NutriSense biosensor that I was able to put pieces of the puzzle together and see the whole picture. I have learned how foods that I eat, even things that I thought were okay and good for me, affect my glucose levels, which then in turn affect my sleep, my energy levels, my focus. It's kind of amazing when you are able to take all of this information that you're gathering and see a bigger picture. By putting all of that information together, I've been able to make better choices about what I'm eating and putting into my body. And I just overall feel better. So, to start decoding your body's messages and pave the way for a healthier life, visit nutrisense.com/reps and get $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support. When they ask how you learned about NutriSense, make sure you tell them it was Between the Reps podcast. That's nutrisense.com/reps for $30 off your first month and 1 month of board-certified nutritionist support.
Does anybody out there have a dog that wears diapers?
Oh,
Because Brooke's parents have this little tiny dog, Max.
it's Maltese.
Yeah, he's
Very old.
Very old.
And he's diabetic. He's also had
Blind?
surgery on both his back legs.
Is he blind too?
He's blind.
I'm laughing.
You know,
I'm a
he's-
monster.
Like he can see a little, you know. He's got severe cataracts. Not only that, but like he's like a little white dog. If you guys, when I say that, some of you will know what I'm talking about.
He looks like a little slipper.
His eyes run. You know.
Yeah.
His eyes run.
He's just old.
It's like in his old age, his eyes are getting more and more watery and goopy. And Gina's old age,
I'm saying
no, yours are getting
drier and drier.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gina's eyes
man.
are drier and drier. That's the real reason why you're only staying here for a day and a half, huh?
Yeah. Utah's real dry. So anytime
Especially
I
in the
come
wintertime.
here, I have a major flare up. But
Where she wakes up in the morning, she goes, she can't open her eyes.
oh yeah.
I can't open my eyes.
Sometimes they're stuck shut. Like they're so dry. And I can't even afford to use the medication. I just sound like such a loser. But yeah,
It's
it's like the
very
medication's like $600 a month. Who has that kind of money? Not me. But yeah, so anyway, so Brooke's dog has issues. Well, her parents' dog.
He pees a lot.
He pees a lot. He doesn't have control.
He's got prostate issues.
Yeah. And anybody out there who does double unders, just imagine it's like that all the time. And so
And my mom replaced her carpet downstairs because Max has peed all over
and
it.
stained it.
And this specific type of carpet discontinued. Anyway, something to do with, they thought it was maybe the medicine he has for his diabetes, that it's something happening in his urine, that it was causing like dark spots. So you could not, even having my mom, in fact, there was a time I put something on my Instagram story and she was so mad at me.
Oh,
because you could see
the stains,
the dark spots on the carpet. And she kept, the thing was they were going to replace the carpet when Max was gone. But then there were so many times, like every time he'd pee, my mom would be so mad. And then finally she just told my dad, we're replacing the carpet. I can't take it anymore. We're replacing it. So they get the carpet replaced. And I don't know why we did not put diapers on that dog sooner.
Yeah. It's amazing.
He's got these little diapers.
Yeah. So I got in on, I don't know, Monday night at like midnight. So Brooke picks me up. It's like 1 a.m. We get here and she asks, oh, Max, you got to go potty. And so she takes his diaper off and I had like walked out of the room and I walk back in and I look and there's a doggy diaper sitting on the kitchen counter next to my purse. like, when I was like, that's just like something you just don't see every day is a diaper.
Yeah.
Doggy diaper.
I was
on the
outside
counter.
with Max taking him to the bathroom. He was taking a while and Jeanna comes out and she's like kind of chuckling and she just looks at me and she goes, just put the diaper on the counter.
Those are
Just starts dying laughing. And it's the reason I sat it on the counter. Some of you were like, that's disgusting. It wasn't even dirty.
It wasn't.
There's a line on the diaper that if it changes from yellow to blue, he peed.
Yeah.
So, it's like it was yellow.
Yeah.
So I was going to put it back on. We're telling this story to my dad last night. And he just goes, what did he say? He's like, it's good. He goes, it's a good thing my underwear doesn't
turn to blue.
Turn blue. I was like, Dad, you'd be changing your underwear way more often.
Did anybody ever tell you when you were a kid that if you peed in the pool, it would turn a color?
Yeah.
Like turn red.
Yeah. And then I remember there was a movie, it may have been Grown Ups.
Yeah.
Where they're on like vacation it's a movie called Grown Ups. Anyways, I was trying
like a 90s movie or something.
Adam Sandler?
Maybe. Yeah.
Is Adam Sandler?
I think so.
And they're in a pool and there was that idea too. And then I think it was maybe one of the grown-ups that like thought it was bullshit. And then all of a sudden there's blue in the pool and everyone's like, like screaming, running, getting out of the pool.
I would totally pee in the pool when I was a kid. I'd be like, you're lying for sure because nothing's happening.
You're like, I'm peeing right now.
Yeah, I'm peeing right now.
No.
But
yeah, we've been all the siblings, but finishing up Christmas shopping. And here's the thing. I really haven't bought anything for anyone.
Not one?
No.
Not one gift.
I bought my dad a gift yesterday.
Okay.
I ordered him a coat.
Oh.
And he already knew he liked it. It's perfect.
Wait, you already told him what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I got the coat. I got a coat. Okay, 2 presents. I bought a coat for my man's.
Okay.
And it came here and it's really nice. And so we had my dad try it on. So you guys, my dad had surgery. I know you're like, this is all over the place, you guys. What the fuck?
It always is.
My dad had surgery on his hand. He's got really bad arthritis in both of his wrists, like bad, terrible. And they had to fuse it. So he's supposed to get both of them done, but he's gotten one done. And if it doesn't heal, if it like heals and it causes him problems or whatever, then he's not going to do the other one, no matter the pain.
He said he wanted to see how the other one would have.
But he's got a big cast on his hand. And as he's trying to put this coat on, he's already convinced, because I guess he's having a hard time with his coats, getting something where the sleeve will go over the cast. And it's cold here right now. And it's just the beginning of winter.
Cool.
So, but he tried it on it and it went over the cast. So I ordered him one. And it was on sale. I got it at Boot Barn. It was on sale. And I'm so excited about that because it's a Pendleton.
Oh, Pendleton.
Pendletons. Mm-hmm. And they're very nice.
Very expensive.
Wool, very expensive. And these men's jackets were on sale. It was like normally, I don't know, probably a couple $100. It was on for like $125.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Savings.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah. So I got that. It's like I think about who I should buy gifts for. Man, I wish that I was the aunt that like bought gifts for all the nieces and nephews.
You have so many.
I bet I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not even one, huh?
No.
Asshole.
I know. We
what a bitch.
I know. We normally draw names.
Oh.
But the kids all draw names.
Yeah.
And then we used to draw names, me and my siblings and my parents, but we haven't done that. Because we used to draw names as adults and do like you would do stockings for each other.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. And so it was like you would do a stocking and then you'd buy like one thing that maybe wouldn't fit in the stocking, but it would cost a little bit more money than like stocking stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We used to do that.
You have to have like a limit.
Yeah.
Because there's always that one cheap ass.
Mm-hmm.
it's going to like go way under, you know, you're buying like $100 gift for someone. And then you get like, I don't know, $20 gift card to Starbucks.
Yep.
Yeah. There's that shitty one.
And you like, you swap gifts, right? It's like a gift exchange. And your gift partner, like you're like a really nice buyer.
Yeah.
You know, you really put thought into it. And the other person's like, just re-gifted you like a NutriBullet that they've never used, but still in the box.
Or like one of those, like, oh, I don't know. There's like so many gifts I feel like that you just should never give. People are out there like, ooh, what is it? Well, we were talking about it. Like, what's the worst gift you've ever gotten?
I don't know. You said what yours was.
Yeah. Mine was the first year that I was married, my ex, I had a 4Runner, a Toyota 4Runner, and the back stock kind of sagged a little bit and he didn't like it. And so he would talk about it all the time and it didn't bother me at all. And so I got this big old box for Christmas and I opened it up and it's 2 springs, like big metal springs. And I was like, what is this? And he's like, because I didn't even know what it was. And he goes, oh, it's for the back of your car. Like so excited about it. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's for the back of your car.
Here's the best.
Put it in there and it lifts the back up.
We're having this conversation with my parents because talking about how my mom, when graduated, she thought that she was going to get a gift from my dad, that it would be
a wedding ring,
engagement ring.
Yeah.
And my dad wanted to get her something, he said, that was the furthest thing from an engagement ring. So he got her a crock pot. And then, she got a crock pot for graduation.
From high school.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
like as an 18-year-old.
You know, I was thinking about that, you know, but like back then it's kind of when you would start getting married. No, but I was thinking about that last night.
Yeah.
But he gets her a crock pot. And then he was telling Jeannie, he's like, and we use that. He goes, I think we finally threw it away about 5 years ago. And I knew exactly which one he's talking about. I was like, oh, it was the one with the green insert. And it was white that had those pink and green flowers on it.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. Like and then even Jeanna, she goes, oh, I know that crock pot.
Yeah. Old avocado. I know the old avocado.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what would be like the worst gift I ever got. I guess. Nah.
I mean, maybe you've just been lucky. You haven't gotten any shitty gifts.
Or I just haven't remembered it.
Yeah. Blocked it.
Yeah.
Just blocked it out. It
was just like, as soon as I got it, I was like, delete.
Yeah.
Don't think about that ever again.
Well, I think it's kind of like a good rule of thumb that if you are, I'm not going to just assume it's men, just in my case, it's been men, that you don't get somebody a practical gift unless they ask for it. Or like, what else would be like a really bad thing? Men, if you're listening, don't get your wife a gym membership for Christmas.
Oh, what did I say? My dad got me for my birthday a pooper scooper.
That's right.
When I was young.
That's right.
He had a knack for buying things that, like you said, and your ex had gotten you these springs. So Jeanna's telling the story. She's talking about my dad getting my mom a crock pot. And she said the worst gift she ever got. She tells this story. And as she says, you know, I opened it up and my dad already knew what it was. And he was like, springs.
Yeah.
And she's like, 2 big springs. And he's laughing because he's like, he goes,
I probably would have done the same thing.
He's like, I've done the same thing.
Yeah. No, practical gifts are like things that encourage somebody to clean, like a vacuum.
Like, oh.
Again, unless they ask for it. Because I know that when I was younger, I would watch my mom open up things and she'd get things like dish towels and be like, what the fuck? Like, who gets excited about a dish towel? But she was like super excited about it. Or like a kitchen gadget.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So yeah, if you asked for the new Dyson
or
something like that, great. Totally get it. But guys, if you're listening, or girls, practical gifts or things that are encouraging your partner to do things that you want them to do, like
that you haven't
work out,
that you haven't discussed it,
or clean for them, or something like that. Probably stay away from that. Yeah. I like thoughtful gifts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
I do like gift cards though. I do like to pick my own shit out.
Gift cards are great.
Yes.
Gift cards are great. So Lacey was here. This is how I gift. My sister's here and she was wrapping, and I was going through my closet because I was cleaning when I first got home and unpacking. And there's a sweater that my mom got me, like a crop sweater with big buttons. It's really cute, but my mom got it for me, I believe, maybe last year for Christmas. I've never worn it. And that's actually, I do that pretty often.
I was going to say that.
Even with stuff that I buy myself. Okay. It's not just like, oh, someone else gets it. And I'm like, oh, I love it. And then never wear it. No, it's like, it seems like a good idea at the time. But then there's never a moment where I put it on and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to wear. And then so much time passes by.
And mostly things that you buy online.
Yes.
Yes.
So I like have Lacey try it on and she goes, oh, it's cute. And I was like, Merry Christmas. She goes out and finishes packing, wrapping, and I'm cleaning my room, and I've got a box under my bed, and I had forgot that it was a bunch of samples from Enswear stuff, like coats, sweater, and I open it and I take it out there and I go, hey, you want any of this? Or I was like, hey, do you need any other gifts you need to give to people? Like never been worn, brand new, just had it stored. And there was this cute, like a green crop sweatshirt, and then with sweatpants that matched. So I gave those to her. And then I had a big white oversized sweater, like or hoodie. And she liked that too. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm putting together outfit ideas that I haven't done. Right. It's just been under my bed. I was like, you can wear it like leggings. And like, you know, you can just wear it out over your leggings or at home, or, you know, with your boots. And she's like, yeah. And I was like,
really selling it.
Oh yeah. And I was like, here you go. Folded it.
Like a sales girl.
Yeah. I've got like 4 or 5 trash bags of clothes in the TV room, because when I first, like, basically, I'm still unpacking here, but when I was unpacking, I was trying to go through all my clothes from moving from California, because I don't have space here, right? Like you live on your own for so long, like I'm 32. Yeah. Like some people look at how much stuff I have and they're like, how do you have so much stuff? And I'm like, I was married.
Yeah,
and
I'm married and
living in my own home.
I haven't always lived in my parents' bedroom.
So I don't have space for all the clothes, and I don't wear all of them anyways. And so I've got tons of stuff out there, and I'm trying to get, like, you know, I tell my sister, I'm like, hey, you and Bear, my niece, come and go through that. There's, you know, and I text my nephew, I'm telling his girlfriend, like, she can come over and go through it. There's stuff in there.
Like your own little like, trunk show.
It's so much stuff that's never been worn. Some stuff that just doesn't fit anymore or at all. I sometimes order things online and I have to guess my size, and it's very difficult to find clothes. We've talked about that on this podcast. And sometimes they're a little bit small, and so they go to my niece. Or sometimes I find something very cute, but we've talked about this. Like sometimes I think what I think would be cute on me, the idea, a little skewed. Like what I find cute with clothes and fashion doesn't always translate to
your body type,
my body type.
Right.
And disappointing. It's disappointing. I get the clothes and I'm like, well, there have been times where I have shirts or I've ordered certain things, and because it seems like a good idea at the time. I will say this, sometimes I will, you know, buy certain articles of clothing or buy it or order it without trying it on. And I'm thinking this could be good for photos. Like this could be good because I constantly have to have things that I could photograph in or for photo shoots or things like that. And Jeanna's seen it and she's like, what is this? And it's like floral. Yeah. And she's like, this you're not you. Have you ever worn this? No. And she goes, yeah, this is
because it does not look like you at all.
Then I go, let's give it to Ruby.
Yeah.
The amount of clothes, same thing. Amount of clothes I've given to Ruby for both those reasons. One, they're a little bit too small for me when I order them because I am guessing my size. 2, I don't have the body type to really pull it off. And that's a personal opinion.
Yeah.
Other people might.
You don't feel comfortable in it.
Yeah. I don't think that it, you know, looks good on me.
She's saying that because she knows I'm going to be like, oh, look fine on you.
Well, I just mean, you know, sometimes I could put on an outfit that's like, maybe super girly and like a dress and flowers and someone else might be like, oh my God, you look so cute. But like me and you would be like, I wish I was in a pantsuit.
Right. I know.
Support for today's episode comes from OneSkin. We all know fall brings with it a certain magic, but it also brings the challenge of dry, dull skin. OneSkin has the must-have skincare that'll make you say goodbye to those cold weather blues and hello to skin that's hydrated, healthy, and glowing all year round, thanks to their revolutionary OS1 peptide. This proprietary peptide is scientifically proven to reduce aged, also called senescent cells, a central source of skin aging. Their scientists have shown that it can actually reverse the biological age of skin in their groundbreaking lab research. Healthier, more youthful skin doesn't just look great, which we all want, obviously, but it's good for your overall wellness too. Make OS1 your secret weapon to combat cold weather, skin dryness, and bring back the healthy, hydrated glow you thought was only reserved for summer days. Head over to oneskin.co and explore how their products can become your skin's new cold weather savior. For a limited time, our listeners can get 15% off OneSkin with our code REPS at oneskin.co. I've tried so many skincare products on the market. I'm always looking at the latest and greatest and wanting to keep my skin as healthy as possible for as long as possible because, let's be honest here, I'm not getting any younger. OneSkin has made visible results in just a couple of months. Overall, my skin looks and feels so much healthier. I love how simple the skincare regimen is and how effective it is. I feel like I'm actually getting what I paid for. Treating symptoms rather than the root cause of aging has been the norm for a lot of skincare companies. Most skincare available on the market is designed to provide a temporary reduction in visible signs of aging, just addressing the surface symptoms of an underlying decline in skin health. OneSkin has been clinically proven in a third-party 12-week clinical study to proven and strengthen the skin barrier, improve skin health markers, and diminish visible signs of aging. Wrinkles were diminished by 87% of users. OneSkin is the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin feels and appears younger. It's time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code REPS at oneskin.co. That's 15% off oneskin.co with the code REPS. We only have one body, one skin, and only you can choose to make it better. Age healthy with OneSkin.
So we were like watching, like everything looks good on Ruby. She's like teeny tiny,
little waist.
Well, and that's like anytime you look at the models or anything else, they're like the tiniest little things.
That's like Lexi.
Yes. So like they're teeny tiny. And so everything you can put something, if I wear something that's like really big, I look really big.
Same.
Yeah. You know, and so anyway.
Like oversized.
Yeah. Just
because that's so cute. And that's really in
so
right now.
cute on like somebody who's just like,
wafy.
Wafy. We were watching The Voice last night. I've never watched The Voice, but her parents watch it.
Yeah, we watch it.
So we were watching the finale and Ariana Grande gets up there and she's wearing like, your dad said, it's a tent.
She's wearing a tent.
But it's literally like a strapless yellow dress that is
like
just
a
big bell.
Yeah, it went.
And she looked so cute in it.
So cute with her, like, her bow or whatever. And just so little, but she literally, it was a tent.
Yeah, it was a tent. It just literally went straight out from underneath her armpits. It was huge. And she looked absolutely adorable in it. And I was like, I could pull something like that off.
No way.
What the hell?
I'm like, well, for me, I was in Florida. I needed to find something nice to wear to a Christmas party. And I was like really stressed out about it because I wasn't planning on going to a Christmas party. And I kept shopping, kept trying to like go to some stores, try things on, found nothing. But yeah, I tend to just I bought another flannel, and that was it.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. I bought a flannel, and every time I found something, it was like the furthest thing from something to wear to like this Christmas party that I was supposed to be going to. Such a pain.
It is such a pain.
Oh, it's such a pain.
Oh,
What?
I was just remembering, guys, last night I almost made the biggest boo-boo ever. The biggest boo-boo. So Brooke's like in her underwear. I'm in here.
Yeah.
We were talking about our friend Alan. If anybody's listened to our fuckboy episode, we were saying he always says like,
oh, well, he did. We did it on he gave you signs that you could spot a fuckboy.
Yeah.
And one thing was something that they say universally, apparently, which is fuck, shit. It's like they chuckle. Fuck, shit.
So we were saying it to each other last night.
But I just annoyed myself just hearing myself say that. What?
No, so I'm in bed, and Brooke said it, or I can't remember who said it first. And so we were laughing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to send this video to Alan. So I go on my Instagram video, and I take this video, and I was like, hey, Alan, like, I'm just like face wash.
Yeah, she's
like,
in bed. I'm standing up.
She's standing in like no clothing. And
I had like
you had clothing on.
I had like an oversized long sleeve shirt.
Yeah.
But if I turned, it was covering my vagina from the front. Yeah. If I turned around, my butt, you could catch my butt cheeks.
Yeah.
On the back.
And so I'm taking a video of myself, and I just flash it over to her. But as I say it, I'm joking, and I'm like, your butthole is showing. Anyway, whole point is, it was just supposed to be sent to him.
And we were discussing. We were washing our face, gross. Hair up.
Yeah.
We were going to bed,
and I shared it to my fucking story. And thank God I went back on the main page and saw like the little green circle around as if I'd added something. And I was like, what the fuck? And I go on there,
oh my God.
And it's like, sure enough, the whole thing that I was supposed to be just sending to Alan was on there. And I was like,
you're like, yeah,
thank God you can delete
your butthole's showing. Your
butthole's showing. Oh my God. Horrified. I've done that before, like looking like someone else will be like trying to like stalk someone. It'll be like, oh yeah, look at her.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna say,
you did it to me.
I know. I wasn't gonna say it was you. Okay, so I am all thumbs. I don't really understand how Instagram works. I mean, I do, but like very basically. So apparently, I'm sure all of you know that when you're showing like if you're going to somebody's page, if you click on something, what did I click on? Their name, or I don't know, the picture?
I think instead of the name, you clicked the picture, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Which has you watch their story.
Yeah.
And so then once you've watched the story, that person knows you've watched their story. They're alerted to that.
Everyone's like, we know, Jeanna.
Well, I know. Well, maybe some of you don't out there, because maybe some of you are not as idiotic as I am. So Brooke's showing me something, and I went and touched it, and she goes, what are you doing? And Gina's like, I don't know. Trying to like exit out. I was like, she's like, why'd you do that? I was like, I don't know. I thought like go and look at other pictures. I don't know. I was like, no. Oh no. I'm the worst. Yeah. So don't do that.
Yeah. It all worked out okay.
Yeah. What are you doing?
He was like,
drop it.
Sorry.
Just throw it.
Oh my God. I didn't mean to. Beep bop, boop bop.
Oh my God. Dude. And like we've talked about this before, but women, I probably have a different opinion than Brooke does. But remember we were like looking, you were showing me on TikTok, and you're like, this chick's got like 500,000 views. And it's literally just her like bouncing.
Oh no, we have the same opinion on this.
Bouncing her ass.
I couldn't help but watch this video. I was just swiping TikTok, and there's this girl, and it was a response. people that leave comments or something like that, you now can have that comment like on your video. Okay. I have no idea how the app works. All right.
Don't ask me.
Yeah. But I kept reading it and I'm just watching it. And the comment on the video was basically someone saying that in a way they wanted her to give them head. Top is what they call it now. Kids call it top.
Oh, the kids these days.
Or what is what did
Gluck Gluck 9000?
Yes.
Gluck Gluck.
I think top is head. Okay, I don't know. Something gross.
I feel like they say Gluck Gluck because it's like you're like
gulping water.
If any guy thinks that they have that much cum, I mean, come on, guys, get out of here. Like you gotta Gluck Gluck it down.
A Gluck Gluck 9000.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, there's this girl just in next to nothing. And she's just doing a dance, but she's just being honestly just extremely inappropriate.
Yeah.
And like it's not that I'm not passing any judgment. It's more like but like for me, it's a huge surprise when there's just so much. You got these, we were talking about last night. There's these young girls that are like probably like 15, 16 years old that dress and, sexualizing themselves
and to get comments and to get views. And we know it's not mostly women. It's mostly members of the opposite sex or members of the opposite of whatever sexuality you are, whatever.
Man, it's all the above.
But the point is,
the above because I was showing Jeanna a video of a dude that's just like, you know what it is? It's just a bunch of people that are just so into themselves. They look at the camera and they got this like good song and all the men are just like, they like, they're flexing and they're just looking at the camera as if they're like, undressing you with their eyes.
And they're just really looking at themselves
and just finding themselves
like what we're doing right now.
And it's comical.
But I feel like with women, and it always goes through my head when I see, this is honestly one of the first things I think of when I see these videos is I think, okay, here's this girl sexualizing herself and whatever, you can call it empowerment.
No, it's not.
But I don't see it that way. I do not see it as empowerment.
It's not empowering. It like you shouldn't, if you think that that's how you empower yourself or women, it's actually just making an excuse for why you feel like why you should be able to
the attention.
It's attention.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with, being empowering or like, it's such a cop out, dude. It's such a cop out. It's such a cop out for women to be like,
I'm taking charge of my own body.
You want to dress the way you want. And it's like, I get that. But to then be like, it's everyone else's problem for looking and thinking what they're thinking.
Right.
Like, I have every right to dress this way. Don't slut shame me. And it's like, I mean, then it's just hard to argue.
I mean, I get if it's like hot out or like if nipple,
my nipples
get hard
all the time.
Things like that, right? Like I totally get that.
But what if I like my nipples are hard all the time, but I did a video where my nipples are hard and I was just like this.
Yeah, just like bouncing them and doing all. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and I was like, oh my gosh, no, don't make
it's no longer comments. You just being you and your nipples just get hard. It's you trying to get attention for how hard your nipples are.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like this little this idea again, and you guys may not agree with me, and I'm not, and again, not like hating on women or anything like that. I'm worried about women. I'm worried about young women growing up and thinking that it's totally okay, and that they're empowering themselves by shaking their ass for other people to look at and to comment on and to like. And and what I was saying before is really what I think about is I wonder if these women that were like fighting for women's rights and equality with men and all this kind of stuff are fucking rolling in their graves. Just like we fought, we did this, we pushed, and they we got to vote and laws in workplaces and all this kind of stuff. You watch something like 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton, and it just has these lecherous men, grabbing women and doing all and sexualizing them. And then you have, a couple decades later, and we're all in our fucking underwear bouncing our asses for 1 million men to see.
Yeah. It's like,
and it doesn't, it to me is just, it's sad.
It is sad.
It's sad. And, I guess if you're, and I used to say like, well, I mean, if you're doing it and that's why you're doing it, and then that's okay. But I don't know if I think it's okay. Yeah. And I know my daughter does it. Okay. So I get it. But I also, you're battling. I've tried to tell her, she doesn't do it as much now because she has a boyfriend, probably wouldn't like it. But, these kids, when they're getting connected phones in like 4th and 5th grade, and they can have an Instagram, even if you think they don't have an Instagram, or if, they have access to seeing all of this stuff, and they're starting at such a young age that they're not even aware that it is sexualizing themselves.
Yeah.
They're not even aware that they shouldn't be wanting that,
because
they shouldn't be wanting that kind of attention,
because it's normalized.
Right.
It
scares the fuck out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I just had to go on that rant.
No, it's a good rant.
Yeah. Thank you. And again, if you're out there bouncing your ass, that's what you want to do, but maybe ask yourself what kind of attention you're trying to get. And if it's really the positive attention,
mm-hmm.
Somebody liking your ass bouncing isn't them liking you. It's not liking you as a person.
Yeah.
It doesn't it might make you more desirable to fuck.
Yeah.
But I hate to tell you, I've had enough experience. Guys will fuck anything.
Yep. Except for me. I just wanted to say that. I couldn't help myself.
No, and I don't mean, okay. And if you're a guy out there and you're like, no, I've had so many guy friends.
I've got standards right here.
I'll tell you what, I have known different guys throughout the years who basically admitted to the fact that they would fuck girls, but it's just whether or not they would admit it to anybody else.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not saying everybody's the exact same, but I'm just saying, if that's the kind of attention you're getting and you think, oh my God, I'm so much more desirable. Hey, I'm, and then you have all these women who like in their 20s and 30s, they're looking for the one, they want to get married. They want to, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, if you think that is what is going to get you your potential mate,
mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
It's
not that even should be the goal. Sorry, I'm all over the place.
I like watching you watch yourself.
I know. I'm going to start bouncing my ass.
That just reminds me of Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids. You can't not watch that movie over and over and over again.
He's blowing in her face. Just innocent hair. Gosh, it's so
like such a great quotable movie. All right, guys.
Yeah, I want to go fast.
Dude, I'll tell you what, as I get older, there have been times when when she sneaks out of the bed and goes and puts on makeup real quick and then gets back in the bed and like pretends she's just woken up.
Yeah, she's like, oh my God, you scared me. I didn't know where I was.
I feel like I should probably start doing that.
He's like, you slept over. Yeah, I just fell asleep.
Yeah. All right.
I really want you to leave, but I don't want to sound like a dick.
There's so many guys like that. Oh, fuck.
I feel like you've been in that situation. Like, I really want you to leave,
Oh yeah. The one that wants the other person to leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the one that's like,
yes.
I don't want to talk.
Well, no, it was so bad. The one guy that I was seeing, yeah, he even said, he goes, okay, I'll go because I know that, you don't like me to hang around. And I was like, oh no.
No, but
I was like, but yeah, it's time. Like you've been hanging out and talking for like 2 hours, dude.
Yeah. Can you leave?
Go home.
One of those times I was meeting Jeanna at the gym, and I'm at the gym and she's not there. And I'm waiting and waiting.
Oh.
And I'm asking Daniel, I'm like, where's Jeanna? And I was like, she just doesn't call. Like, I'm thinking she's mad at me. Like she's like being salty.
Right.
And then finally I'm calling her. Finally, she calls me back, and she'd had a late night, but she got stuck with this person that didn't want to leave. Like just kept talking and talking and talking. I was laughing. I was at the gym, started laughing so hard. Daniel's like, did you find her? We're like, oh, sure, we're worried. I'm like, oh yeah. She's not going to make it.
She's had a dick appointment. Won't leave.
Yeah, the dick appointment went over.
Yeah, he was the talker, man.
I'm going to give a shout out to, okay, and I never do this, but you guys, hey, if you don't already follow Naked Training Program, please check it out. We're just announced our newest transformation challenge, and it's for the new year. So it'll be starting in January. But kick-ass program, and we are going to be giving away spots to our retreat. We're doing a second retreat. We've only ever done one. So please check out nakedtraining.app. If you haven't already, it's an incredible program. And I never talk about it, and I should. Also, you can check out ReRun Supplements, which is our bestest friend, Dana Lynn Bailey's company. And I am an athlete for them. This just started, but just launched on Cyber Monday. So if you guys want to check out Run Sups too, as well, on Instagram or the website. And also, this is the shout out I was going to do. So there's this boot company. Okay. This woman in Montana, I can't remember what part of Montana she is from, but she makes boots. So she takes cowboy boots and refurbishes them. And I have 2 pairs that my mom got me.
Oh, is that where those are from?
Yeah, because they were just at NFR, I think it's called NFR, in Vegas. And she was there with a big pop-up, and they do it's called Cowboy Christmas. I wanted to go so bad, but I was in Florida. And my mom FaceTimed me, and she was with the woman who owns the company. It's called Canty Boots, Canty. Is there a tag right here? Yeah. Canty Boots. And yeah, the original redesigned cowgirl boots. And let's see, at Instagram, it's at Canty, Canty boots. And look at these.
They're so cute. They have like fabric.
So they basically she takes the boot, cuts it, flips it, and then just does
so almost like makes a booty out of it.
And there's no 2 pairs are alike. They're all different. And they'll do custom boots too. So if you, when I first was looking into it, she said, if I wanted to send a pair of boots, like if I had an old pair that I wasn't really wearing anymore, then she could basically,
that's so
you'd
cool.
send them in. So here's these ones. And then here's my antique ones. My dad doesn't like these ones because they're snip toe, but come on, look at them. I'm showing you guys, if you're only listening, just check out the boots. They're so cute. If you have
at Canty Boots.
At Canty Boots. This one's got snake skin on it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyways, I was sitting here looking at them, and I thought I might as well share those with you because it could be a really wonderful Christmas present you could get somebody.
Very cool.
They're very expensive. And for some of you, what I find very expensive, you might not find that expensive, but I don't have a discount code for you. I'm actually just telling you about them because
you like them.
I like them so much, and I just got them. But you'll be looking at like $500 for a pair.
Oh shit!
They're all custom. A lot of the boots she has, they're like antique boots, old boots, or some newer ones. And the ones that are going to be more expensive are like the Lucchese's, the other ones that I showed you. These ones. And Yeah, but they're very cute and I can't wait to wear them.
Yay. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Oh, also, please email us. We've gotten a few emails lately, but we used to get a lot more.
Oh no, is that a bad sign?
Yeah. A little bad sign.
Everyone's like, all right, we're finally over, you guys.
Yeah. So don't forget to email us at betweenthereps@gmail.com and tell us what you want us to talk about.
That would be great.
Or do you want to keep listening to us ramble on about what we did during the day? Because that's not that exciting.
Yeah. Or if you
or had some questions for us, or
look at us, we're like, hey, can you guys plan our podcast?
yeah, please.
Please plan it for us. Or if you have guests, we are going to work on getting more guests scheduled. And that's because my wizard, Devin, is going to take on that responsibility of helping schedule things out for me and Jeanna, which is going to be very helpful since we're not in the same place full time anymore.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're going to have Camille back on, Camille LeBlanc-Bazinet.
Yeah, I think we talked about it last time.
Yeah. I'm going to call her after this podcast, but have her on. She's getting ready. She is just a few days out from doing a national competition for bikini. And we want to talk to her about what that's been like for her to prepare for that competition. And especially with just, coming from being a CrossFit Games champ, she won the CrossFit Games, and the difference. And then also we want to ask her some questions about if she's received what type of feedback, if any, she's received from
that transition.
Should be really cool to listen to.
She's always great.
Hey guys, thanks for listening and watching.
Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, 5-star rating, 5-star warning, and we will talk to you guys next week. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Mwah.
Bye.